On our next attack, we're gonna show you guys a choke from the close guard. It's called the Guillotine Choke. It's one of the oldest way of submitting your partner, basically using your arm to reach around the neck. I'll show you guys. Very similar to the hip bump in the Kimura with the motion that I'm doing. But this time what's gonna happen, when I sit up, maybe I don't have his arm exposed. His arm is maybe grabbing around my head. But what happens is that it does leave the neck open. On this one, there is a minor adjustment. When I do reach around the neck, if my hips are stuck under him, I might not be able to reach. So I do create a little bit of space separation so I can bring my elbow around the back of his neck and push it down with my elbow, right? Now I am looping my arm, if you can see, around his neck. My other hand is going to come around and grab underneath my own arm. Now I'm going to slide back in and lock the guard. Now this detail is very important. Make sure that I bring his forehead to the mat, bring my elbow up, point into the sky, and that will give me the choke. One more angle. Here. So I'm swimming over, right? I'm sitting up, all the way up. Don't have the arm exposed. I don't have the hip bump. So I'm going to scoot out just a little bit, bring my elbow over his head, pushing down with pressure, looping my arm around his neck, and I am collecting my hand. Sometimes you might be able to do an arm in guillotine where the arm is stuck in here. That's also a good option. The only detail that I'm going to do in this one is I have to make sure that I bring his forehead to the mat, right? So I slide back into the guard, lock my close guard. Notice how his forehead is on the mat. He cannot look up anymore. And now I bring my elbow up and I simply slide my grip up. The grip that I am using on the guillotine, it's under the arm, the hand right here, and I'm pulling up, making the gap smaller, lifting my elbow up. From standing, can I borrow you? Right here, looping my elbow up. That should be the motion for the finish.